Tola was a beautiful dark-skinned girl, her eyes bright and alive, shining like stars trapped in daylight. She worked as a waitress in a big hotel tucked away on one of the quieter streets of the city. A bit fancy, and the place had character. The kind of place where VIPs felt at home. The smell of fresh pastries mixing with the scent of rare foreign foods. Tola moved through it all with ease, balancing trays and plates, greeting customers with that soft, natural smile that made them pause just long enough to notice her. It was one ordinary afternoon when Femi walked into that hotel. He wasn't loud or flashy, but he had a presence that made people notice him without trying. Tola saw him out of the corner of her eye at first, his tall frame leaning slightly as he scanned the room. And something about the calm in his posture caught her attention. He made his way to a table, and she walked towards him. When he looked up, their eyes met, not in a glance, but a look that lingered just long enough to feel deliberate. Tola handed him the iPad for the menu while smiling, and he took it and thanked her. Femi asked her the kind of questions people usually ask just to be polite, like how long she had worked there, what drinks she liked, if she had a favorite pastry. But the way he asked the questions, the ease in his voice, made it feel like he genuinely cared about the answers. Tola laughed lightly, shrugged, and answered. He smiled at her, not in a way that was pushy, but carefully, as if he was measuring her reaction, noting every tiny detail. He started coming back almost 2 days after that encounter. Not all at once, never at the same time. Just enough that Tola began to recognize him, remember him. And anytime he came, he always tipped her well, and then Tola would go home, telling her friend Kemi how she met this guy, how handsome he is, and how he always tips her not just small tips, but huge ones. Whenever he came to the hotel, he always picked a quiet spot. On this particular day, she came to serve him as usual. One thing led to another, and they exchanged phone numbers. They started talking more on the phone, slowly, about little things. Books they liked, music, and random city happenings. He had a way of listening that made her feel like she mattered, like she was more than the girl serving food and drinks in a hotel. Then one Friday, he asked her to meet him after her shift. Just to hang out, he said, his voice calm and even. Tola hesitated. She didn't usually meet customers outside her workplace, but there was something in his presence, something quiet but convincing, that made her nod. She met him in the small park nearby, where the streetlights cast pools of yellow light on wet pavements. He was already there, standing near the fountain, his hands casually in his pockets, waiting. When she walked up, he smiled, that same calm confidence, and greeted her warmly. "Thanks for coming."